The purpose of this video is to give you an overview of booking a squash court and the functionality that is available to do that. So, facility type on the left hand side provides us with a list of the facilities. It's broken down into squash glassbacks and squash hardbacks. If I stick with squash glassbacks for this moment in time, under the facility second tab, then I get a list of those facilities. So squash court 1, 2, 4, 5 and 7 come under this category. Under the squash hardbacks we've got squash courts 3 and 6. If I go back to the glassbacks, I can see that if there is a tile here, then there are courts available within that facility type at that particular time. So we can see here, for example, on this Tuesday the 22nd of the 3rd, that we have no courts available at 12 o'clock. Across the top you have, horizontally, you have the date, and you can toggle forward to future weeks using the toggle. I'm just going to toggle back, and down the vertical axis then we have the time all the way through from start to closing time. So if I want to book a court, I could go on to the 10:30 slot here, for example. I can click on book now. That then takes me into a second screen, which then gives me squash court 1 it defaults to here, but if I click on the button here, it will give me all of the squash courts within that particular facility that are available. So I'm going to take squash court 2 in this particular case. Start time 10:30, time 45 minutes, duration which is the default. Click on next, and then it takes you into the booking. Click book now and then close. So that court is now booked, and you'll see that it will appear in your particular schedule saying that you've got a court at 10:30, so it shows up as black, so pretty prominent. If I was to look in my bookings at the top here, then this gives me all my future bookings, and you'll see here that I've got a booking there for 10:30 on that particular day. Let me just click back to facility. We allow people to book 2 sessions a day, as is the current policy. So I could book another court in that particular day. For example, I could book 12 o'clock as well. In this particular instance, I'm going to book squash court 4 at that particular time. That's available, and I'm going to click next and book now and close. Now what you'll see is that because I've got my maximum number of courts booked for that particular day, then all of the other courts disappear, to illustrate that you have no other court booking capability for that particular day. Unfortunately at this time, whilst making a booking, we don't have the capability of entering your opponent. It's something that we've asked the software company to develop, and we hope that will be there very soon. You're also unable to see who has booked what other courts, and that is more down to GDPR and privacy policy issues that are now prominent, that don't allow us to show that going forward. So I'm just going to cancel one of these bookings and just confirm cancellation. So again, if I look forward, we've got courts available at different times. You'll see one of the other strange things that comes with the system, and again it's something that we've asked the software company to look at, is at 9 o'clock we don't see a 9:45 slot. It's because it only shows one particular slot for that hour. But if I do go into a 9 o'clock booking slot and click on book now, again it gives me a list of all the facilities that are available. Again, all those 5 courts are available at that particular time, but I also get the option of the 2 start times, so I can either be a 9 or a 9:45 court, and in this case I'm going to book a 9:45 court for that particular time. Click on next. Again, I'm going to book and close that down. In terms of booking forward, again we are set at 14 days one difference with the old system is that it is not done on releasing all of the courts at the beginning of the day. The courts release as you go through the day, and we're just yet to decide exactly what that number of hours is in terms of making those courts available, but they will become available as you work through the day, rather than being available all at the same time at 8 o'clock in the morning. So if I've made a number of bookings, and again I'm just going to make another booking in this particular day here, and click on next and book now and close, then I've got 3 courts booked. Again, a nice feature under my bookings is I get a complete list of all of the bookings, future bookings, and again I can see past bookings if I happen to have made any past bookings. I don't think I have in this case. So let me go back to bookings and facilities again. So that's how to book a squash court. Again, there are limitations there that are based on the current limitations that will stop you booking too far into the future, and also beyond the number of slots that you have available to you. I hope that's helpful to you, and best of luck.